guys. We're starting lying on our back today. There are no props needed, but if you feel like you'd like to have a pillow with you, you know, it's a small comfort these days. So grab yourself a pillow if you like to have one nearby. And yeah, we're going to literally get straight in. If you have any questions at all, please don't feel like you have to stay quiet. Feel free to ask. And yeah, let's get straight into it. So we're going to start lying down on our back, all the way down. And once you've lain down there, guys, can I ask you to just bring your feet parallel hip width distance as best you can. Don't worry about being too specific. Make sure that you can feel all 10 toes on the ground. So check in that you can feel your big toes press into the floor, and you can feel your pinky toes press into the floor. You can feel the heels of your feet press into the floor, nice and evenly. Take a second to think about your knees, your kneecaps. They should be pointing straight up towards the ceiling. Just make sure that you're not letting one knee fall out to the side. They're both pointing straight up. Then I'd like you to take a little bit of attention to basically where your bum is on the floor, so the back of your pelvis. Can I ask you to just check in and make sure that you feel pretty equal in your left and your right pelvic half? It's kind of a nice way to feel this is to just really make sure that you have equal weight in each bum cheek. Okay? Take a second to relax your hands alongside your body, turning your palms to face up towards the sky. Take a big deep breath in. And as you exhale, allow your shoulder blades to melt into the floor behind you. Let's do that one more time. So big deep inhale. And as you exhale, allow your shoulder blades to melt into the floor behind you. Gently tuck your chin towards your throat and use that to lengthen through the back of your neck. Just like you did with the back of your pelvis, you want to feel equal in your skull. So just make sure that the back of your skull is pretty even on the floor behind you. So you're not sneakily looking to the left, you're not sneakily looking to the right, you're perfectly at the center of your skull at the back. Once you're pretty happy with your alignment, we're going to take an inhale and arch into the lower back. So I'm pulling my lower back away from the floor, taking a nice big inhale, and then as I exhale, I'm going to press my lower back into the floor. Inhale, arch into the lower back, let it lift away from the floor. Exhale, round into the lower back, let it press into the floor. Keep on going here, guys. So it's an inhale to arch. It's an exhale to tuck. Keep on going, keep on going. Inhale, arch. Exhale, tuck. Now keep on moving, keep on tipping, keep on breathing. And as you do this, can I ask you to check in with all of those little things that you focused on in the beginning? So toes on the floor equally, heels on the floor equally, kneecaps pointing straight up towards the sky. As you rock forwards and backwards on your pelvis, can I ask you to make sure that you're not leaning over to the left or to the right in your pelvis? You're literally going straight forwards and backwards. Keep on moving, keep on breathing. Inhaling to arch, exhaling to tuck. Taking your focus now to the back of your skull. You should be feeling the back of your skull glide up and down your mat as you move your pelvis forwards and backwards. Go for 3. So by doing this, I want you to start to notice that we're interconnected from the base of our sacrum all the way to the back of our skull, moving through the length of our spine. Last time. Inhale, arch. Exhale, tuck. And then find a medium point between those two extremes, your neutral. So neutral into your spine and into your lower back. Great job. From here, can I ask you to pick up your left foot off of the ground or your left leg into tabletop position? So the left leg is going to hover in the sky. My knee is on top of my hip. I'm going to root down through my right sit bone. My right bum cheek is pressing into the floor. Take an inhale. And as you exhale, open your left knee out to the left without letting the rest of your body change. And then slowly bring it back to center. We're going to go for 6 of these. Open out to the side. Bring it back. So you might be wondering, like, why? What am I trying to achieve here? You're trying to achieve stability through the rest of your body. So right butt cheek does not move. Right knee keeps pointing straight up towards the sky. Right foot stays flat on the floor. You're going for 3 more here. Bring it back. Really push the right bum cheek into the earth. 2. And back. And last time, open. Kind of like you're opening a newspaper. Take it back. And then plant your left foot onto the ground. We don't go straight over to the right side. So left foot plants quite mindfully. Right leg comes up. Keep the left knee pointing to the sky. Left foot nice and flat on the ground. Open the right knee out to the right. Bring it back. Keep that left bum cheek grounded, guys. So even if you're thinking, I'm not really feeling all that much here, what's this doing for my body? This is building awareness. Because as soon as we start to make these kinds of things harder and harder, I need you to be able to keep your pelvis stable. 3 to go. Last 2. Remember, we're in a neutral position in the lower back, so we're not arching or tucking here. We're keeping it stable. Last time, and open. And bring it back. Great job. Place the right foot down. Reach the left leg all the way up towards the sky now. Straight leg if you can. Okay? Flex into the left foot. So reach the heel up towards the sky. Neutral into the lower back here. From this position, you're going to lower the left leg down and bring it all the way back up to the ceiling. Bringing it in as close as you can. Take it down. Bring it up. So this should be pretty chilled. As you take the leg down, maybe you should feel like the hauntings of abdominal activation as the leg lowers. That abdominal activation should happen because you're keeping the rest of your body nice and stable. Let's make it a little bit more challenging now. So I'm going to take my leg down. I'm going to slowly open it out to the side, up and back. So as I do that out to the side, up and back movements, I need to keep my right bum cheek on the floor. I need to keep my right knee pointing up to the ceiling. Keep on going, guys. So don't race through it. I see this all the time. People go like 10 million miles. If you're doing that, pretty much guaranteed there's no pelvic stability involved. Let's go for 2, which will give you way more bang for your buck. Last 1. Let's switch it on over to the other side. So left foot comes down, right leg reaches up, flex into the right foot, straighten out through the back of the knee as best you can, root down through the left butt cheek, take the right leg down, take the right leg up. Take the right leg down. Now, if you're thinking about breathing, I would say an exhale on the way down, an inhale on the way up. Okay, so we exhale into intensity. 2 to go. Down and up. Last time down. Bring it up. We're going to start our circle movement. So we're going to come down, open the leg out and around and up. Take it down, root through that left glute, left knee points straight up to the sky as your leg creates that circular motion. Let's try for 3 to 4 more here. Really imagine you were balancing a glass of champagne on your belly button as you move. So don't let it spill. 2, and last time. So good. Take the right foot down. Really nice. As soon as the foot plants down, knees are pointing straight up towards the ceiling, feet are parallel hip width distance. We're going to tuck and round into our lower back and bring our pelvis up into a bridge position. Take a second in your bridge here, guys, to root down through the big toes, root down through the pinky toes. Magnetize your inner thighs towards one another. Imagine there was a positive and negative attraction between them. And then slowly lower your spine down, one vertebra at a time. So you're really finding that midline of the body, the line that cuts you in half. And once your bum or your tailbone touches down, go straight back up, one vertebra at a time, all the way up. Inhaling at the top. Exhaling to slowly lower your body down. Keep going here, guys. You're going to probably take about, let's say, 4 to 6 repetitions here. And if you feel like going slower, please go slower. I really want you to focus here on the segmental movements of your spine. So one vertebra at a time coming down. One vertebra at a time coming up. Last 2. Focus on that weight distribution in your legs. Try and keep it as equal as possible. On the way up and on the way down, both legs working. Okay, guys, on the next time we take it up, can I ask you to keep your bum up in the air? We're going to change our arm positioning from here. So I'm going to take my arms and I'm going to reach them alongside my ears as if I was trying to literally reach towards the wall back behind me. Okay, so reach your arms alongside your ears. And I want you to literally imagine that somebody was pulling your fingertips in that direction. Open up your armpits, stretch to the sides of your body. Reach, 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 reach. Take an inhale. And then keep reaching those arms in the direction behind you, but lower your spine down towards the floor. So you almost feel like energy is going north through your fingertips as you lay your spine slowly down south. Really, really nice and slow. And let's go again. Remember, big toes stay on the ground. Tuck, lift, pick your pelvis up, reach your fingertips north. Reach, 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 reach. Peel your spine down south along the line that cuts you into left and right halves. Let's go for again about 4 to 6 of these, guys. If you want to go slower, please go slower if your body needs that today. Remember, reach north, reach, 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 reach north through the fingertips. Peel your spine down south. Literally imagine that you are creating space between each vertebra, which is exactly what we're trying to do. Last 2, and reach, 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 reach the whole time, reaching north. Reaching north even more as you peel your spine down south. Give me one more here, guys. Taking it up. Reach, 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 reach to the fingertips. Stretch those fingertips north. And slowly peel your spine down south. Beautiful. Keep your arms where they are. Okay, keep those arms where they are. Take an inhale for me. And as you exhale, I want you to nod your chin towards your chest and see if you can come up into a crunch. It's a bit of a strange crunch because I've got my arms reaching up and over kind of alongside my ears. And then I'm going to slowly come back down again. First thing I do is nod my chin towards my chest. And I'm going to come up into a crunch. And then I'm going to slowly come back down again. First thing I do is nod my chin towards my chest, come up, slowly take it down. Now some of you might be able to extend your legs out long on the mat and continue with this. So first thing I do, nod my chin towards my chest, come up into a little crunch. It's not going to be big, and then slowly take it back down. Try for 4 more here. Think about pressing your lower back gently into the floor as you come into that crunch. It's probably happening naturally in your body anyway. Last 2. And last time, reach forward with the arms as you come into the crunch. The arms are going to come parallel to those thighs. And I want you to see if you can roll yourself all the way forward into hamstring stretch position like this. Okay? So some of you might have been like, whoa, that's way too intense. So I'll give you a couple of options. If you did make it to the seated position, however, I'd like you to go straight the way back down. Okay, so coming all the way down, reaching the arms up overhead. As you come forward, option number 1 to make life a little bit easier is to use your arms on your legs, bend your knees a little bit, and grab a hold of the back of your thighs. Pull yourself up, straighten out the legs again, and then come forward. Okay, so use your arms to help you if you need it. If you don't need it though, don't use that option. Okay, keep going. Inhale to reach back. Exhale, powers you forward. Roll it up. Reach for the toes. Take that moment of stretch. Think about lengthening through the spine. Sit up super tall. And then roll down again. Let's go for 2. Inhale, reach. Exhale, powers you forward. Reach for the toes, reach for the toes, reach for the toes. Rolling forward, take that hamstring stretch moment. Lengthen up. Last time, and roll. Reach it back. Arms come forward. Feel that crunch. And stretch it forward towards the feet for the toes. Hold for a second here. So we're holding the forward fold, holding the hamstring stretch. Breathe into the back of your lungs for 3, relaxing your neck. 2, I want you to literally feel like you had 2 wings. Literally like you were a bird and you had wings. Breathe into your wings. Last breath into your imaginary wings. And then walk up your legs. And we're going to change it up now, guys. We're coming onto all 4s. Okay, so I'm just facing this direction because I usually face that direction, and I'm just trying to even my own body out by mixing it up, living on the edge. So we're going to have the hands underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. All right. Once you're here, can I ask you to try and find your pinky toes on the mat? Sounds like a weird thing to say, but try and just find that for yourself. We're going to round into the lower back, round into the middle back, round into the upper back. Let your head drop down. Breathe into the back of your lungs. Stay right here for me, guys. And can I ask you to please check that your shoulders are actually above your wrists. You haven't pulled them back. And can I ask you to try and breathe into your wings again, the back line of your body. Can I ask you to try and round into your lower back a little bit more? So draw your navel in towards your spine. Try and pull your rib cage to the ceiling as if your ribs were literally attracted to the sky. Very nice. Now slowly from your tail, reach your tail long towards the wall back behind you. Someone is lengthening through the lower back. And you're going to pull your heart through your collarbones and look forward. Nice. Hold it right here. Stay right there for me. Push the floor away. Squeeze your shoulder blades down. Drag the mat towards you through the heels of your hands. But can I ask you to now to lengthen into your lower back and draw your navel to your spine again? Good. Hold here for a moment. Push the floor away a little bit more. And then we're going to fully round into the lower back. Lift, lift, lift. Round into the middle back. Round into the upper back. Hold. Push the floor away. Shoulder blades are far away from one another now. Really let that lower back round even more. Think about your tailbone dropping to the space between your knees. Lift the navel, lift the navel, lift the navel. Lift your rib cage to the sky. Let the back of your neck relax. Push the floor away. Take a big deep breath into the back of your lungs. Without collapsing into your lower back now, lengthen your tailbone to the wall behind you and simultaneously pull your heart through your collarbones. Pull the mat towards your knees through the heels of your hands. From here, can I ask you to lift your belly even more, lengthen into the lower back even more. Squeeze your shoulder blades together and down. Tuck your toes under, and we're going to come straight up and back into a downward facing dog. Take a moment here just to feel it out. So pedal out through your heels, pressing one heel to the floor, opposite heel to the floor. Breathing, breathing, breathing as you move. Hopefully getting a stretch through the back of your calves. Relax through the back of your neck. Pedaling out for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now bring your feet to stillness. Doesn't matter if your heels touch the ground or not. Don't worry about that. But what I'd like you to try and do from here is to micro bend into your elbows and try and get the pointy bits of the back of the elbows to point towards the floor. Strange thing to do here. Keeping that pointy bit of the elbow pointing towards the floor, can you now push the floor away from you as much as possible through the heels of your hands? So you might feel your armpits open. Root down through your index finger mounds. Push the floor away. Elbows wrap down towards the floor. Now can I ask you to try and lift your heart to the ceiling, so the back of the ribs magnetize to the sky. Good. Lengthen into the lower back. Beautiful. From here, see if you can take your weight into your left foot, lift your right leg up towards the ceiling. Bend your knee. Yeah, bend that right knee, bring it towards the hip. And we're going to draw a circle with that right knee. Now, as you do this, you're going to feel the weight distribution change in your hands. Try and keep your shoulders rock solid and steady here. So you're super strong in the upper body. Armpits are in line with the long sides of your mat. Circling for 3, 2, keep lifting your heart to the sky. Keep pushing the floor away. 2, 1. Really nice. Take that right foot down. Lower both knees to the floor. Untuck the toes and sit back into a shell stretch, reaching the arms forward. If you feel like your arms need a break from being overhead, then take your hands to your heels. I know that feeling very well. We're going to take 4 more breaths here in your shell stretch. It's a great opportunity to feel a 3-dimensional expansion of the breath throughout the body. So allow the breath to expand into your tummy. Allow the ribs to expand left and right. And think about filling the back of your ribs up towards the sky like a hot air balloon. One more breath. And then we're going to come back into our downward facing dog. So whenever you're ready, tuck the toes, press it up and back, getting your hands feeling nice and strong. Gently micro bending through the elbows, and pointy bits of the elbows go straight down towards the floor. Push the floor away, deepening through the armpits, and then left leg is going to reach up towards the sky. Bend into the left knee. Try not to sink into that right shoulder. So push, push, push the floor away, and we circle into that left leg for 5, 4. So this is obviously like a huge jump from that pelvic stability work we did at the beginning of class, but I want you to try and keep your pelvis really stable as you draw these circles. Last 2. Final circle here. Place the left foot down, stay in downward facing dog. Now, from this position, I want you to look at your knees, and you're going to bend into your knees as deeply as possible and then straighten them. Okay? Bend into your knees and straighten them. Keep rooting down through the index finger mounds of your hands. Keep trying to draw the elbows towards the floor. Go for 4 more bends and straightens. You might notice you can get your bum closer and closer and closer towards the heels. 3. Almost there. 2. Keep the lower back long as you bring the bum down. And last time, down and up. And we're going to walk our feet towards our hands. Walkie, walkie, walkie. Good. Bend into the knees and just fold forward. Hang in your forward fold here. Taking a few seconds, relaxing through the wrists. Okay, now I want you to focus back in on your spine. Take your focus to your tailbone. We're going to start the roll up from there. So we're going to think about lengthening the tailbone towards the floor, pushing the floor away through our legs, navel to spine. Slowly start to roll up 1 vertebra at a time. Very nice. Inhale, reach your arms up. Stretch. Long, long, long spine. Root through the heels of the feet, root through the big toes, pinky toes. Stretch, stretch, stretch up. Now you stay exactly where you are. Take a look at me. I'm going to reach up and over to the left. Good. Now, as I reach up and over to the left, can I ask you to push down a little bit stronger into your right foot? Come back through center. Reach up and over to the right. Root down a little bit more through your left foot. Take a big deep breath into the exposed side. 1 more each side. Come up and over. Reach up and over to the left. Root down a little deeper through the right foot, but just make sure, guys, you're not back bending. So close those ribs for me. Hold it, hold it, hold it. See if you can lift your left foot off of the ground. Hover and hold. 5, 4, close the ribs. 3, 2, 1. Back through center. The arms are going to come down in a second. Close the ribs. Reach up and over to the right. Root down through the left foot. Lift the right foot up. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Place it down. Circle sweep your arms wide, out and around. Nod the chin down to the chest. From the crown of the head now, imagine you're a little centipede roll or a Swiss roll, rolling in on yourself. Bend the knees, let the spine come down. Good. Stay in your forward fold, holding here for me. Relax the back of your neck and breathe. Let your tummy rest on your thighs. From this position, you're going to take your Right hand, press it down into the floor, even if it's just your fingertips. If your fingers can't touch the floor, you put your hand on your shin, okay? Right hand on the ground, left arm up. Take the left arm down, right arm up. Beautiful, one more each side. Right arm down, left arm up. Left arm down, right arm up. Right arm down. Plant your hands. We're going to step it back into downward facing dog, okay? So one foot back, other foot back. Elbows point down towards the floor as much as you feel you can. Push the floor away. Lift through the back of your heart. Lift through the back of your legs. So imagine the back of your legs were lifting to the ceiling. Push the floor away. Alright, now from here, I want you to imagine your spine like a wave, okay? We're going to wave ourselves forward into a plank. Imagine the energy coming out through the tip of your nose. And then from your nose to your tailbone, you're going to wave yourself back into downward facing dog. Take your time with this, you know. So we're going to round into the lower back, round into the mid back, round into the upper back, and gaze forward. And then collect the energy, starting at the crown of the head, rounding up into downward facing dog. Let's try for 2 more. So round into the lower back, mid back, upper back, gaze forward. Collect the energy from your nose, through your spine, to your tail. Last time, and ripple it forward. Good. Ripple it back. Very nice. And then take both knees to the ground. Untuck the toes. Come up into a higher kneeling position here. Okay, so I'm going to step my left foot forward, right foot back. Awesome. Lengthen into the lower back, close the ribs. Try and find the pinky toe of that back foot on the mat, okay? Reach both arms up towards the ceiling. Very nice. From here, left arm is going to reach up even higher. Right arm is going to reach down towards the floor. Now, once you've got there, surprise yourself with the range of motion that you might not be accessing. So really open up to that left armpit. Imagine someone was pulling your left arm to the sky. Imagine someone was squeezing and pulling your right arm down into the earth. Squeeze the right shoulder blade down. Okay, and then we're going to reverse it. Find the movement to the rib cage. So rib cage tips to the other side. Right arm reaches up, left arm reaches down. Someone's pulling your wrist to the sky. Someone's pulling your wrist to the earth. Okay, let's slowly flow between the two at your own pace. So one arm up, other arm down. I would exhale through center. Inhale to open. Into opposition. Exhale through center. Inhale to opposition. Go for 3. Really reaching out of yourself, out of your hips. 2. And 1. Very nice. Plant both hands down on the ground, framing your front foot. Press your pelvis forward and down a little bit more. Tuck the toes of your back foot under. And if you feel you can, lift the back knee up off of the ground till you feel a pretty deep stretch over the front of the right hip. Nice. Staying there if that's where you want to hang out. If you want a little bit more, left arm reaches up And we're going to draw a huge circle with that left arm. Forward, up, back, around. Forward, up, back, around. Go for 3, forward, up, back, around. 2, forward, up, back, around. Last time, forward, up, back, around. Very nice. Plant the left hand down, lower the back knee to the ground. Right arm this time, see if you can open to the right. Inhale when you reach the top. Exhale, let the arms sweep down. We're going back again. Open up. Close it down. Last 2, open up. Close it down. And last time, open up. Hold here for me, guys. Reach and open the armpits. I really want you to expose your armpits to the ceiling. See if you can push your hips down a teensy bit further. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Plant the hands. Lift the back knee up. Slide yourself back into downward facing dog. Nice. Okay, so we're back here again. Just need to make a mental note that the left leg was in front there. We're going to wrap the elbows to the ground. Press down through the index finger mounds. Push the floor away. Lift the heart to the sky. Lengthen through the lower back. And lift the back of your thighs towards the ceiling. Great job. Take a few moments here. Breathing into your down dog, relaxing through the back of your neck. Okay, we're coming back into the spinal ripples. I want you to see if you can start the ripples through your feet. So let's gently lift the heels to the sky and then lower the heels back down. Lift up through the heels, kind of like a little calf raise. Lower the heels back down. Now, the next time you lift the heels, see if you can progress that into your ripple forward. And then collect the energy with your nostrils and take yourself up and back, allowing the heels to drop down. Press through the floor, lift the heels, ripple forward. Keep pushing the floor away. Collect the energy and up and back into your downward facing dog. Just take a little bit more time to think about your shoulders here, guys. Try and keep the elbows pointing down towards the floor. It will make things more challenging for you. Keep going, keep going. Try for 3. Try and think about really energizing through the fingers, as if you're trying to grip the earth with your fingertips. Last time, ripple forwards. Ripple back. And slowly lower the knees to the ground. Right foot steps forward. And we're up in our high kneeling again. Great job. Need to keep an eye on the time. From here, lengthen through the lower back. Close down the ribs. Arms are coming up again. If your neck is just sick and tired of having the arms up overhead, guys, you're welcome to do any other variation, okay? I know that feeling can sometimes happen. But if not, we're reaching right arm up, left arm down. So once you get that moment, elongate. So literally visualize someone pulling the wrist up, someone pulling the wrist down. Press the pelvis forward and down. Good, and then slowly switch. Left arm up, right arm down. Breathe into the stretch at the hip flexor. Lengthen, lengthen, lengthen. And now at your own pace, slowly alternating from side to side. And you might notice wobbliness, loss of balance. That's pretty normal. This is actually a fantastic place to train balance in a kneeling position. But usually it would then mean that we're kind of training the balance of the hip joint rather than ankles and knees. Let's go for 2 more. Last one on each side. So alternating from side to side. Last time. Beautiful. And then we're going to frame the front foot with both hands. Tuck the toes of that back foot under. Lift your back knee up. Great job. All right, so left hand stays down. Right arm is going to open up. Try and see if you can hang out there, and we're going to draw super big circles. So forward, down, up, back. Ideally, guys, big toe of front foot stays on the floor. But if you're really struggling with that, just manage your stance. You almost want to think about the right foot and the left foot being on train tracks. So they're not in the same line as one another, yeah? Last 2. Almost there, almost there. You get to lower the back knee on the next one. Last time. My right hand's going to come down. It can go on the outside or the inside of that front foot, either way. Lower the back knee down. You can untuck the toes if that's easier for you. But try and keep the pelvis pressing forward as best you can as you open the left arm up to the left. So as that left arm comes up, try not to let your bum pull back, okay? You're keeping the pelvis pushing forwards, and then you're going to close it down. And we're going to open it up, and we're going to close it down. Let's go for 3. Open up, close it down, and 2. Open up, and close it down. Last time, open up, and close it down. Place the left hand down. We're going to tuck the toes of the back foot under, lift the back knee up. Guess where we're going? You're right, it's downward facing dog. Hey, now pedal out through those heels. Wrap your arms, your elbows down towards the ground. And we're going to walk our feet slowly in towards our hands again. Hopefully managing to get the feet parallel hip width distance and fold forward. Breathe, breathe, breathe into the back of your body. Try and relax your head. Relax your shoulders, relax your elbows. Okay, so taking the focus back towards your spine, you're thinking about starting this roll up from the sacrum, from the tailbone. Push through the floor equally through both feet. Draw your belly towards your spine. Slowly restack one vertebra on top of the other. Once you're in standing, reach your arms up. Interlace the fingers if you need to and stretch. I know my arms are out of the screen, but I'm literally just reaching straight up towards the sky. Reach, 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 stretch, 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 stretch. Stay where you are. From here, again, come up and over to your left. Press down a little bit more through your right foot. Lift the left leg up. Good. Try and side bend a little deeper. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower the foot down, coming through center. Reach up and over to your right. Try not to turn to the ground. Stay open towards the ceiling. Push down a little more into your left foot. Lift the right foot up. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Coming back through center. Arms circle sweep wide out and around. Nod your chin towards your chest. Roll it down. Again, hang in your forward fold. Deeply bending through the knees. Okay, now keeping your tummy attached to your thighs as best as you can. I literally want you to imagine someone super glued the front of your rib cage onto your thighs. Try and get to that point. Relax your head. Keeping your tummy attached to your thighs. Maybe your hands won't be touching the floor. That's cool. You can always wrap your hands around the back of your shins. I'm going to do that. See if you can straighten out your legs just a little bit more. And then bend them. Keeping your chest attached to your thighs. Straighten out through the back of your legs. And bend them. Now when I say straighten, I just mean straighten as best you can. They don't have to go completely straight, okay? Keep on going. Start to feel this moment that as your bum goes up, your head drops down. Okay, so feel the weight of your skull as you tip forward. Going for 5. And bend. And 4. And bend. Legs might start to burn here. 3. And bend. And 2. And bend. Almost there. Last one. And bend. Plant your hands onto the ground. Wrap your elbows towards the floor. Step one foot back, other foot back. Downward facing dog. Again, you hopefully should feel a little bit more open through the back of your legs. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Alright, last little bit of weight bearing on the wrists here, guys. I know we've been on the wrists a lot today. Wrap those elbows towards the ground. Great job. From here, bend into the knees. Not as deeply as we did before, but just a little bend. Okay? And I'm going to ask you now to pivot both feet over, or both heels over to the right. As you do this, you're going to notice that your right hand gets more weight. Push the floor away as much as you can. Hopefully you're getting a stretch over the left side of your body. Breathe into that stretch. And then come back through center. Let both feet or heels pivot over to the left. Push the floor away more through that left arm. Breathe into the right side of your body. Pull your right hip away from your right armpit. Now at your own pace, slowly move from side to side. We're going to try for about 4 to 6, holding for about 2 breaths on each side. So heels over to the right, 2 breaths. Slowly pivot to the left, heels to the left, 2 breaths. Feel the strength in the supporting shoulder blade. Heels to the right. Right shoulder blade draws down. Push the floor away, 2 breaths. Heels to the left. Left shoulder blade squeezes down. Push the floor away, 2 breaths. Last time each side if you can. Both heels to the right. Squeeze the right shoulder blade down. Pull the left hip away from the left shoulder blade. Last time, both heels over to the left. Really feeling that knife pinky edge of the right foot dig into the floor. 2 breaths here. And then bring it through center. Lower both knees to the ground. Great job, guys. Lots of work on the wrists today, I know. So once you made your way to the ground, we're going to lie on our back again. Yay! Okay, great job. So, once you're on your back, can I ask you to just take a moment to hug both knees in towards your chest and use this as an opportunity to lengthen into your lower back. Okay, so hug the knees in. And if you feel like you'd like to add a little bit on here, we're going to bring our forehead to our kneecaps. So really tiny little teeny tiny ball. Holding here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then just place your feet on the ground, lower your head to the earth. And I'm going to ask you guys to take your arms into a cactus position. If you're not sure what that is, I'm lying on my back. My arms are like this, okay? So my elbows ideally touching the ground. So cactus through the arms, feet flat onto the floor, head resting on the ground. I'm going to allow my right knee to open out to the right hand side, and then let my left knee follow. Just feeling a little twist through the spine. Once you've found your little twist, try and relax into the inner thigh of your right leg. Maybe look over your left shoulder. Taking 3 breaths here. Trying to find softness in through the left thigh as well, so allowing the left knee to really gravitate towards the floor. Right inner thigh super relaxed. Try and find a nice, easy, slow breath into your belly, allowing the breath to fill you up to your chest without tensing into your neck. Stay in this position in your lower body. Just look over your right shoulder. You're going to let your left knee pass your right leg. So it's going to slide forward and past your right leg. You're going to push your left knee down to the ground with your right hand. So I just want to make sure you can see me. I'm basically in a reclined twist with my left knee over my right. I'm pushing it down to the ground. If you're happy with this, you can again take your gaze over your left shoulder. In this position, I find a lot of people end up arching into the lower back and turning it into a back bend. So can I ask you to think about lengthening through the lower back and closing your rib cage here? And if you want it a little bit deeper still, you could perhaps straighten through the left leg and grab a hold of your left foot. So you've got a fully extended left leg. Deep stretch for the piriformis and for the hamstrings, muscles of the outer thighs as well. Holding and breathing for 3, 2, 1. Slowly bend the left knee. Come out of the twist. So you're going to lie on your back. Take a second on your back just to even out your spine. We're going to do one bridge together just to press the reset button on our spinal positioning. So we're going to pick our bum up. Lift your pelvis up into a quick little bridge. Slowly lay your spine down, one vertebra at a time. Beautiful. And then we're going to take both knees over to the left hand side. So left knee floats to the left, right knee follows. Take a second. Just rest here. Looking over your right shoulder. Breathing down into your right hip. Again, just checking that you're not arching or gripping into your lower back muscles. Try and relax, almost thinking about the rib cage drawing through the front of your body, heavily into the floor behind you. If you want that extra little bit, you're going to slide your right leg past your left. You bring it forward and up, and you can push it to the ground with your left hand. As you do that, you stretch the outer thigh. If you want that last little bit of challenge, you can straighten out through the back of the right leg. I've got the wall in front of me, which is limiting my movement, but if you can straighten out the right leg and hold onto the foot, then go for it. Holding and breathing for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly bring everything back through center and both knees up towards the sky. One last time, we take a resetting bridge. So we're going to tuck through the tail, pick the pelvis up, inhale at the top, exhale, slowly lower your spine down. And again, we hug the knees into the chest. You can stay right there. If you feel you could take a little bit more, we're going to grab a hold of the back of our thighs. You can interlock or grab, at least hold onto your hands behind your knees. Take a moment here. Lengthen through the nape of your neck. Relax your shoulders and breathe into your lower back. Allow your tummy to expand onto your thighs as you breathe. Final position. If you feel like you want to take it a little bit further here, flex into your feet, shine the soles of the feet up towards the sky, and perhaps you could wrap outside of the feet with the hands, kind of grabbing onto the pinky toe edges of your feet with each hand for your happy baby. And again here, let's take about 5 breaths together. Your last 30 seconds. Lengthening into the lower back. Trying to see if you can indeed keep contact with the mat with the back of your skull and your tailbone. Taking these last 3 breaths to just really relax into the jaw. Final inhale and exhale here. Slowly release your feet to the ground. Take a little windscreen wipe if you need it. And we're going to gently roll up into seated. And guys, that is you done for today. So my theme was spinal mobility with a little bit of upper body strength. So I hope you felt like that came through a little bit. Yes.